That's a cool deal.
So a question for you.
Answer for you.
The movie The Wrestler, how prevalent was that movie? I mean, was it close to being real?
How did I know you're going to ask me that question?
No, because, I recently saw it, and I've always been a Mickey Rourke fan, but the fact that he came back, did his thing, did it really well. But I was always curious about the wrestling aspect of it, just everything, the blood and the torture that goes with the matches that the fans actually crave, that you, the wrestler, gives to them, and you sacrifice so much. How close to the truth was that movie, in your opinion?
Certain things were point on, some things were spot on, and some things were way off. Again, being around for so long, I've seen a lot of things, and there are things that I'm sure I haven't seen, and to get a little more, boxed in, I was actually supposed to be in that movie. If you saw the movie, there's a spot where Mickey Rourke playing the Ram was going against a guy that they called the Necro Butcher, all right? It was the match that, with the staple gun and all that.
Yes.
Well, that was the role that Darren Aronofsky wanted me to play.
Okay.
I was offered, to do that spot, and he asked me, he said, hey, would you do the hardcore? And I said, you know what, Darren? I said, I did it when I was younger. Never to that extent that they did it in the movie.
Right.
But they wanted me to actually do it, everything that he said, with the blood and the guts and the stapling. And you know what? I have 2 young kids. It's not movie magic. They really wanted to do it. And the guy, Necro Butcher, is a great guy. He actually did everything. That was all real. He stapled everything that was done was real. So he's crazy son gun.
Wow.
Wow, that is crazy.
You gotta see it. That was a crazy scene.
Yes, something like that. That's true. It's real. I mean, guys do that.
Right.
Personally, I think it's not so smart. I'm not knocking anybody who does do it. Hey, look, Mick Foley, who's a phenomenal guy.
That's what I was going to
Love
ask
the man. He's a friend of mine. Good cat. Him, I mean, look, he did it for quite a long time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Made a very big success out of himself doing it. And you know what? But he also has a brain. He also is doing things other than wrestling. He's doing his books, and this, that, next thing. He's another one that, basically paved the path for somebody like me who, wants to get out of just the wrestling, deal. Yeah, I'm Brimstone. I'm Brimstone here with you guys. I'm Brimstone in the ring. I'm Brimstone anywhere you go because that's my name. That's who I am. It's my identity.
Right.
It's a brand. You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely.
And Mick, Mick is one of the guys that, just like Captain Lou Albano, who's like a father to me, Hulk Hogan. These are the guys, The Rock, Stone Cold. These are the guys that got out there and did something other than just the business.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
And these guys, if it weren't for them, who knows if somebody like me would be able to go out and do everything I'm doing now.
Okay.
So, I know I kind of got off the subject.
No, we're
but,
on point. We're on point.
And again, with the wrestler, guys aren't walking in, with a big thing of drugs, trying to sell it off to guys. And things happen, things are around, but that's in any sport. It's not just wrestling.
Right.
All right? And it's
that's
kinda,
a good emphasis.
I kind of am sick of the whole, the whole cliche that, wrestlers are all on steroids. Look at my gut, people. I'm not on steroids. I never have done steroids. I'm not on drugs. I'm one of the cleanest guys you'll ever meet. I very rarely drink, as you know.
Right.
It's just, steroids, you know what? It's everywhere, all right? It's in Major League Baseball, you know what I mean? It's in your football, the NFL, it's in the NBA,
Yes, it is.
it's everywhere.
Yep.
So
it's
you know
an A-Rod.
People should kind of...
He just put him on the spot.
All right?
It's his fault.
It's his fault. But, it's basically, they really... I didn't like that they really emphasized on that and the drugs, like the whole bathroom scene with the cocaine or whatever.
Yeah, that was bad. Yeah.
You know what? To me personally... It's a movie, I understand, but people, when they look at something like this, are like,
it sticks.
that's wrestling.
It sticks.
Right.
That's
Okay,
wrestling.
yeah, that's right.
That's not... So, I liked certain aspects. I didn't like other aspects, Do I wish I did the movie in retrospect? With all the promotion that it got, I would have wished I would have done it, but at the same time, I wouldn't have done what they wanted me to do.
Right.
So, it kind of...
But, Brim, that's real talk. That's
It's
real
true.
talk that
It's
you're
true.
bringing. You said you got the kids, and this is what you want to do in the future. You want to move on. That's just real talk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what's called keeping it real.
Now, how close to the character Brimstone are you in real life?
I'm a complete opposite, man. You know what? I'm a nice guy. You know what I mean? Unless I get pissed off. I mean, I know that Nicole has actually seen me at a couple of events that I've lost my top.
You mean you've been pissed off at Nicole?
I've beaten the crap out of her on a couple of...
According to her, she whooped you last night.
That's what we heard.
That was just...
That was her interview.
Well, you did clean up well. You did good.
What do you call it? It's a persona, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, it's funny because people, sometimes when they meet me, they're like, wait a minute, you're a nice guy. You know what I mean? Well, thanks.
As opposed to.
But every once in a while, if I'm supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes I can be a diva just like anybody else, and I get that, like, whoa, you know what I mean, sometimes, and that's when I get, like, pissed off and go boom, and I am Brimstone, and you know what I mean, but otherwise, you know what I'm saying, I'm just Brim, man. I'm always, it's hard sometimes, because, I do use the name all the time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, as opposed to calling me Brimstone, people call me Brim, you know what I mean?
You go.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's normal for me. And Brimstone, the character, I mean, I go in there, I beat the crap out of somebody, I leave. I mean, that's what I do,
Right.
I'm not going to come up, meet you on a red carpet, beat the crap out of you, and say, hey, thanks. It doesn't work that way.
Exactly.
So, it is what it is. But, it's,
That's awesome, man.
I work hard.
That's right.
Oh, amazing.
Good.
So we heard you were going to body slam.
Yes,
over here.
yes.
Well,
We would
now,
like to see
next.
that. Yes,
We're going to commercial. Oh, man. So, guys, this was Brimstone.
It is me.
Yes. Let us know your MySpaces, Facebook, anywhere that you're
Let
located.
us know. Let the fans know.
You can check out my official website,
Mhm.
www.entrancetohell.com. That's got I've got my official site, MySpace, the Facebook, all that stuff is right on there.
Right,
You can
right.
Google me. I know there's, a billion things up on there. I know there's a really cool Wikipedia article that has a bunch of links. If you didn't hear what I said now, there's a lot of cool things going on. Another thing, just to let the viewers and the listeners know,
Right.
I have my autobiography coming out very soon.
Right.
Brimstone,
Nice.
by Barren
Wow.
Wastelands of My Mind. See, I told you, Jack of all trades, you ain't got nothing on me. I'll check you. I got
Man.
my trading cards are out right
Cool.
now.
Nice.
I've got my second
Nice.
set
Look
coming
at
out
that.
soon. What do you
Let's
call
zoom
it?
in on this.
I've also got a book that I did a cameo in called The Bra Book, believe it or not.
The Bra
The
Book.
Bra Book.
Wait.
Jay
Bra
Luciani.
Book.
Yes.
Bra.
The Bra as a brassiere. It's the guide to finding the perfect fit. So actually, I did a little bit of answered a couple of questions on that, and what do you call it? I'll be in chapter 8, Your Bras and Your Bow.
Okay.
Hey.
Let me tell you want to read the book.
Okay.
Man.
It's actually on pre-sale on Amazon right now.
Okay.
It's going to be in Walmart's, Fredericks of Hollywood,
Great.
you name it, Bloomingdale's, Macy's, the whole 9 yards. They have it in all the high-end stores, low-end stores, everything in between. So it's a big positive. All the bookstores. I told you I got everything going on.
Wow. Yeah, that's why.
That's a lot.
And Jack of all trades, yo, I was a musician first, all right?
Oh.
Ouch.
Yeah. Yes. So
That's
what
how
now?
we do
Yeah.
on Caliente Hitz,
Oh, man.
You don't want me to start spitting.
Shit.
We'll bust the rhyme, son.
Oh. Man, guys, this is Caliente Hits Mix with Mago and
Pago.
this was Brimstone.
And it is
Friday! We'll be back. Listen to this track.